Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to I Jump and Sit on YouTube. I don't have my microphone on, oh my goodness. How funny is that? Welcome to today's class. So happy you're here everyone. Let me get my microphone dialed in. How does that sound? Thank you for being here. Welcome to I Jump Instead. My name is Stephanie. It's Sunday's class today. It is a 30-minute beginner rebounder workout here on YouTube. And we're in the comfort of our own home and we have our home gym right here. Are you in the living room? Are you in a bedroom? Are you in a studio? I'd be curious to know. Maybe that will be the question of the day at the end of class. Where do you keep your rebounder? We're staying temporarily in Texas, and this is one of the living rooms, and it's beautiful to have an at-home space for our home gym, to be able to jump and be able to do so many things, accomplish so much when we jump instead. This is a beat can rebounder. This is available on Amazon, and we always jump with a handlebar for best performance. If you are looking to jump instead and have it be a long-term experience where you get a lot of high use out of your rebounder, we do recommend high quality rebounders. This wouldn't be the highest quality rebounder available on the market. We recommend the Cellar Sizer rebounder or high quality bungee rebounders such as the Jump Sport rebounder or Bellicon. And there are other rebounders out there available that are high quality, but durability really matters. And this rebounder, we're discovering as we jump on it more and more, is it's best for if we do have a second rebounder in our collection, and we want to just have a space, a new space available to us where we can add some movement and bouncing into our day. This would be that perfect second rebounder where we limit our movements to gentle movements. Otherwise, it can be fit for just a few months of more vigorous movement. So the long story longer is that this rebounder is ultimately not the highest quality rebounder. And I'm just, being really transparent about that. But I am using it because this is a gentle movement class. And that's why we are here on YouTube 6 days a week to share this beautiful beginner routine, but any fitness level can be in this class because we really tailor our movements to our fitness level. While we're bouncing, we can go to our deepest length, we can go to our deepest flexibility, and we can access our strength, our current levels of strength. It doesn't have to be that we are modifying to make it easier than we need it, and we don't need to modify to make it harder than we need it. We always want to just be aligning with our fitness level. Let's get right into this class. How about it? Starting with health pump. This class is going to be similar to my style lately, where I'm giving you a full body activation class where we are targeting upper body, lower body, and core, but the movements are gentle but very powerful. So let's start with this health pump. Depending on the rebounder that we're using, the bounce pace can look a little different. It could be a little slower, it could be a little faster. This one happens to feel quite fast. And so just know that you need to align with the rhythm of your bounce. Sometimes I see people on social media and they're jumping and it just doesn't seem like they're connected to the rhythm of the bounce. See if you can find the rhythm of your bounce when you're health bouncing, and that is the perfect pace for you when you're using that rebounder. Find that rhythm, okay? So let's be here now with our chin level, our mouth closed. Take a moment to touch your shoulders and open them so the shoulders are open and straight out to the sides, not forward or back. Hands on the bar. We want to have our spine nice and tall, chin level. One thing that continues to show up in our comments and feedback is, those who may or may not be using a bar and whether we feel the bar is necessary. And one thing that's coming up is that the bar helps us to execute the majority of our movements in aligned posture where our back is straight up. we notice that if the bar is off the rebounder, we tend to hinge forward. This can cause a long-term development of more structure or more strength in the front of the body because we're leaning forward. If we have the bar, it just promotes us to stand up taller, and holding the bar actually does create a taller posture. This equates to more muscle and strength in the back of our body. So keep that in mind. In case you don't have a bar, the bar is just gonna lift you up and make you taller, and this is gonna help with alignment and symmetry in your flexibility and strength and weakness development. If you have weaknesses, you want to strengthen them in a symmetrical way. Let's go ahead and start rocking the body, and we're gonna get the upper body activated. And I want us to be breathing through the nose throughout the entire routine. So keeping that posture in mind. Jaw posture would have our teeth closed. So we wanna focus on jaw posture with the chin level and our back straight up and down, which is essentially is just a chest lifted. Our chest is lifted, okay? So let's rock here. And let's take a moment to hum and just get the body into a frequency of a note and nose breathe, and just let's hum for 40 seconds and just in and out of a hum, okay? Here we go. Three, two, and one. Now let's go ahead and begin reaching with one arm at a time. When we land into one leg and go push down, that's the same side we want to lift the arm. So let's put that chin right at that level position and stay focused here, and let's feel the core. Let's feel the arm stretch up. Palm can be facing up, which I'm kind of used to because I normally have a lower ceiling, but we can also be reaching with our fingers straight up. I want you to actually see just how long you can comfortably lengthen your arm so you stay in the rhythm of your bounce. Now let's go ahead and bring our arm down, continue rocking, and let's go over to this side. So when this foot goes down into the mat, then this arm comes up. So when we focus on the symmetry, this front to back symmetry, building that strength in the core, in the lower back, in the entire body, we also are focusing on the side to side symmetry. So with that in mind, it's 360-degree symmetry. Feel that and be present with that in your form. Let's go ahead and bring the arm down. And let's, on this side, when that foot comes down, let's reach to the side. So feel that symmetry. So the arm is coming straight out to the side and we're lengthening. See if you can actually feel or slow down that reach. Savor that reach and extend. Feel the stretch in your elbow, in your tricep, in your shoulder, while keeping your body in that alignment. Every reach counts. We want to be present with that. Let's go ahead and put our hand on the bar. We're staying in the rock, and then we're going to do this side. Stretch out to the side. So the palm can be facing down or facing forward or facing straight out to the side. It's all good. You might do it all. Just switch it up. Now the core stays engaged, and that includes the lower back, and that helps us with our form and our alignment. Hand on the bar. Let's go ahead now and we're gonna squat bounce. So I want us to take a moment to switch from the swaying to just both feet go down into the mat simultaneously, and take a moment to picture the ceiling coming down a little bit, bend the knees. So here is where our strength meets our mat rhythm. So now we take our knee bend and our flat feet and we push down into the mat and we try to find that mat rhythm. So my mat's quite tight. So I push down and I just pump. I pump down into it and I feel that flow and I feel that rhythm. If the legs start to activate and it feels just right, stay right there in your jaw being level and your mouth being closed. If your legs start to burn too much, you might stand up a little taller. If you're looking for more activation, you might bend the knees a little bit more, but I do want you to keep your back straight with your chin level. So for right now, our toes are mainly directed forward. A little bit of a fan out is okay, but mainly directed forward. And we're finding that squat bounce with the core activation, connection. So be in your core, take a moment to touch your core, feel take the opportunity to firm it up as if I were to come poke you. Use that core as the root of your strength as you're pressing down into both feet equally with equal weight distribution, meeting your mat and meeting your happy heart rate. Make sure there's no tension in the shoulders, and or the eyes. Let's go ahead, staying right here in this form or in this momentum. Let's fan the toes out just a few inches. So making sure the feet are staying flat against the mat. There may be a little bit of a heel pump. I want you to hold the bar, make sure the back is nice and straight while the chin is level. And now, strength meets rhythm. Feel the inner thighs. Connect with the core and the inner thighs as a team, as a unit. And it might be the outer thighs or just the thighs in general. If you can't feel one or the other, just be in the legs and the core as a team, pumping down. Noticing your breath isn't forced, isn't too fast, kind of just floats with the teeth closed. Complete relaxation in the upper body, just paying close attention to the strength that we're building in the thighs, in the core. And now let's go ahead and bring our toes back to that forward stance. That feels just right. The width in your posture is important. It needs to just align with happy knees and just the right amount of leg activation. With maximum relaxation in our eyes and our shoulders, it's like we bring our intention down to that downward pump, like our lower body is getting all that activation and attention. Let's be there in our lower body while we stay very calm with our teeth closed. 3, 2, and 1. Let's stand up again. Great job. And we're going to get bouncing both feet with a very soft knee bend, just like our usual health bounce. And we're going to do crawl stroke. We're going to try something a little different. Instead of typical length swimming, or stroke swimming, we're going to take our arm, put your hand into a soft squeeze. I'll come show you, like that. And I want you to put a firmness, and what we're going to do is hold the bar and we're just gonna rotate, switch. We're gonna pass the flex. So with this arm, when it comes into a stroke rotation, we wanna put a firmness in the arm, almost like we do our flex like that. Just be in a full flex and a full range of motion, and then switch, okay? And we're bouncing. And be very present in the symmetry in your nose breath. And every part of the range of motion counts. You want to see if you can feel that squeeze all the way around and forward. And now how hard you squeeze is up to you. You can explore that and just see how much you want to squeeze. When it comes down to it, how much you squeeze will equate to how much weight or resistance the arm will adapt to. We can squeeze quite hard. Let's go ahead and do backward stroke now. We can squeeze hard, and we can notice that worked my arms. That feels good, and I recovered from it. The next day, I felt like my arms got a good workout, but I recovered from it. Or we can squeeze too hard, and the arms get a little too sore. We think, oh, we don't need to squeeze that hard next time. We want to be simultaneously recovering and strengthening. The best way to do it, I think, is just to be able to nose breathe and stay as present as possible. In a happy place, in a strength, in a connection, in a poise. Core is engaged. Let's go ahead and do forward rotations again. Maybe this time we'll be a little bit more coordinated and we'll just do it a little bit better. You might feel that the tension that you're bringing to your arm is seeping into your core, so you have that firmness or that strength that you're connecting to through the lower back, through the abs, all while the eyes are staying relaxed and calm. Let's go ahead and swap back to the backstroke, feeling the back and chest activated. "30 seconds. Precision here. Equal effort and connection on both sides. Back is tall, chin level. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, parallel to each other, we walk. Chest is up, core is engaged, staying right here in position. I'll show you diagonally. I want to make sure my shoulders are open, and we're just going to walk here with a knee bend that feels just right. Just go into the knee bend that gives you happy knees and gives you a nice posture, and you're connecting to your current leg strength. So pushing into the mat, both front and back, with a nice strong core, chin level. "15 more seconds, and then we're gonna swap leg positions. Be strong, feel that front press, feel that back press. Being in your pendulum stepping. 3, 2, switching positions. So I just rotated my body in the other direction, and that put my legs right in place. So they're parallel. 1 forward, 1 back, chest is lifted. If we had a meter below each foot, and we were pressing down on that meter, and the meter would track up to 10. We want to at least be pushing down into the meter, at least to 5, with a push, maybe to 7. We want to be present with that. It could be a presence meter. Connecting to both our strength, the rhythm of the mat, and equal weight distribution. Let's go ahead now and get into the other position. 3, 2, 1. Other foot comes first. Let's stop walking and let's bounce. So we're going to just be double leg down bouncing. Core is engaged, chest is lifted. Let's go into this opportunity where the upper body is relaxed and the lower body is getting all the activation and presence. And modify your position. If you need to stand up a little bit more to be more comfortable, do so. If you need to bend the knees a little bit more, do so. Find your happy place. Nose breathing. Switching leg positions. 3, 2, and 1. You might even put your facial expression into a expression of I'm in a full relaxation, like I'm in a bath and I'm just completely relaxed, right? That's the facial expression I want on your face. Super calm while the thighs are doing their just the right amount of activation. 3, 2, and 1. Let's stop bouncing. Let's put our feet into a stance that feels good so we can tuck our glutes forward. I want you to tuck the glutes forward, hold the bar, hold the squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bounce and release. Stop bouncing, tuck your glutes forward and hold for 10, 9, 8, face is relaxed. 6, keep holding. 5, 4, both glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Release and bounce. One more. Stop bouncing. Hold those glutes. Let's squeeze them a little harder for 10, 9, relax the face. 8, 7, 6, concentrate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Perfect. Let's go ahead and do some half squats here and get our body into a half squat where we are going to go up and down and hold the bar and feet are flat. And however you feel good with your squat, I just want you to be connected to the core, to the thighs, and to your relaxed face, and just being in the motion. If you can go all the way down, I just changed my feet width. That was what happened naturally to come all the way down. This is great, and I want you to practice with that. I can notice that this bar is getting pulled back, where on my other rebounders, the bar stays more stable. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So next up, we're gonna just half bounce, relax here, and calm the body. And now we're gonna sit down. We're gonna do a little bit of upper body work as we sit, and then we're gonna do some bridge and then lay down. So please join me. If you need a pillow for the lay bouncing, you might pause the video and grab a pillow, or just you'll have time if you want to. I'm gonna face to the side. I'm gonna show you from the side. So feet are flat against the ground, and we are practicing our perfect posture chest lifted, chin level, and then the arms kind of swing maybe a little bit to get us into a momentum of a bounce. I want us to take a moment to put our palms together and push. And what this is going to automatically connect us to is it goes into the arms and into the core. So pushing through, you just feel the resistance being applied, starting with your palms into the depth of your core. Do you feel that? Just press and hold and just feel it going into the core. I can say it 3 times, but I want you to be feeling it. So feel that here and connect to that. And one thing that helps me is to just release it and then push and release and push. And in the push, I just feel it. I follow it, scan it going into the core. And release and push. And I'm connecting to my whole upper body. And with these intervals, with these push or press intervals, we're bringing circulation to that. We're strengthening our body. We're adapting to these forces. We're connecting to our central nervous system. We're nose breathing. 3, 2, 1. Last move, we're going to take our hands and grip our fingers so we can pull the arms apart from each other. Keeping our fingers locked. Do the same thing. I want you to pull and have it go into the core so the core gets firm. And then when you're ready to release, you can. And then pull and release and pull and release and pull. 5, hold the pull. 4, 3, 2, 1. I want us to take a moment to lift the one leg off the mat, off the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift the other leg. You can have one hand on the bar or not. I'm going to hold the bar. 3, 2, 1, and lift the first leg. See if you can lift it a little higher. 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and one more on each side. Lift as high as you can for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and lay down, and I am going to use my pillow, and we're going to do bridge pose. So we're going to get our back square. Hold the bar to help you ease down. The pillow is optional because I could be quite comfortable having my head just below the rim of the rebounder. Depends on the rebounder you're on too, because there might be springs under your head, which might not be as comfortable, but I can still tolerate it. Maybe you can too. In case you don't have a pillow this time around, that's fine. We encourage you to have a pillow. So let's put our feet flat on the ground and let's take a moment here to lift through the glutes. But we're going to start with pushing the feet down. This is specifically going to target the hamstrings, the calves, and really the glutes as well, the backs of the legs. But we want to be in connection here with the backs of the legs and how important it is to be strengthening the back of the legs. Take a moment here too, because I don't normally do this, but take a moment here to let's take advantage of this flexible surface behind our back, and let's do a little bobbing for 5, 4. So we're bobbing, we're pushing down into the ground simultaneously. I'm barely bobbing. 3, 2, 1, and release. I want you to shake your legs for 5, 4. We're relaxed here, feet are planted on the ground. We're just shaking. 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and get back into bridge We're gonna do, again, we're gonna push through the ground, through the feet, through the ground. And then I want you to see if you can get yourself in just bringing bridge pose to motion. The goal though is to be present in the press and to stay connected to the press. If you are someone who is short, you may need to have your feet on the rim of the rebounder. So just know that in case you're struggling, or you may already have your feet on the rim. Pushing down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release completely, and let's shake out those legs for 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do one more lift, but this time, instead of pressing down, we're gonna focus on lifting through the glutes. We're also gonna just bring a gentle motion. I mean, barely bringing the motion. Like we're not bouncing and making our neck bounce all over the place. So get yourself in that hip thrust hold and take a second to get into your squeeze. The squeeze of the glutes, it also will be strengthening your lower back. And now just an inch of motion, an inch up and down of motion. And we're just gonna stay as present as possible here with our shoulders relaxed, teeth closed. 10 seconds. Stay lifting. Keep the lift going. Feeling the squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's just relax. Oh, let's put our butt down. I'm going to do the shake for 5. Shake those legs. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the last move we're going to do is leg and arm inversion, and then some body tapping. So I want you to straighten your legs and arms and shake. Now we're going to flutter kick our feet, shake our hands and wrists. This is for the joints. This is for recovery. Ankles, calves, knees, the arms, full arms, teeth are closed. Three, 2, 1. Let's open all 20 finger toes. Open them all. Open, open, open. Stretch them for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the wrists down and the toe. Point the toes and bring the wrists down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the feet back in a foot flex and bring the wrists back for 5. Hold it. 4. Stretch it out. 3, 2, 1. And we can do feet, ankle, and wrist rotations in a circle, going whichever direction. And now the other direction. One foot against the bar, or one foot down on the ground, either one that works for you. Take your other foot, bring your toes toward your body and pull your toes apart. 10 slaps into the calf. 10 slaps into the back and sides of the knee. 10 slaps into your hamstring. 10 slaps into the hip and the side of the thigh, 10 on the top, and 10 on the inner thigh. And other foot. Bring the toes forward toward you and pull them apart. 10 slaps into your calf. 10 slaps into the back of the knee. And so on and so forth. Some beautiful tapping into your thigh. Hips, inner thigh, and now I'm going to just bring this foot down and we're finished with class. If you want to, you can elevate both legs by leaning them up against your bar and just relaxing. I usually, put them in a position where I can actually relax the legs in inversion, and we get to invert the legs. So many benefits to leg inversion. You all were amazing. Thank you for your patience as I didn't have the microphone going when I first got here in class. Whoops. I really am so happy that you're here and you're joining us for this daily routine. These classes bring me to life. I just love them so much, and you keep me accountable. Thank you so much for being here. Please give us a like if you like the routine and comment to me today. Oh, what was it? Where in your house do you keep your rebounder? I would love to hear that. Thank you so much for your comments. If you are commenting, we read and see and do our best to acknowledge every single comment. So thank you so much. And thank you for the likes. If you take that opportunity to hit the like button, it helps us spread these videos into YouTube. So thanks again. And we hope to see you tomorrow. 6 days a week we provide this class. So we'll see you again tomorrow or very soon. Take care.